I know that one's not your favorite, but you have to eat it, so. Okay. So, honey, dude, I don't have anything for you. Go, you need to go eat what you were fed. Hello, hello. All right, so we've got our first ever fan mail, and I wanted to call Grandpa Josh, FaceTime audio on speaker.
Starting a FaceTime audio call to Grandpa Josh, iPhone on speaker.
Starting to get super sick to my stomach. I need to green medify myself. I'll do that while he's picking up the phone. Buy the cheap shit this time.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
To waste all of their money that they on this crazy packaging for no reason. I'm nervous about this. I had to get the cheap shit. Can't afford my usual spoiled self stuff. I live in the bus. It's my house. Been living in the bus for 3 years. So we have fan mail. Is Olivia here? Olivia's probably still at work. So we have fan mail. Hi. It's not food. It's not food. It's just a letter. Okay? See? It's just a letter. See? It's just a letter. See? It's just a package. It's not food. Okay, so let's open our fan mail. This is our first ever fan mail. Oh, Maya. I don't want to. Oh, good. It's not taped. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my god. Elliot's gonna love this. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. I just want to make sure there's nothing private in here. Okay. Heather, hi love. We hope you are doing well. Thank you for being such a beautiful person inside and out. I'm so glad I met you. I think you are super amazing and wish nothing but the best for you and Elliot. I really hope one day when you're on the road in your RV, we can meet. Fuck yeah. My daughter wants to meet Elliot as well. It is always such a joy watching your videos and live streams and of course, messaging you on Discord. You have a strong team and God on your side always. Don't you ever forget that. Hope you enjoy the picture Maya drew for you. Of course I do. Love Olivia and Maya. I got it. Did you see the picture, Kristen? Dude, Elliot's gonna love this. I'm gonna put it all back in the envelope for him to like read it and open it himself. Dude, this is our first real, thanks Jesus, I'm on your side too. So this is our first official, like, we've gotten like packages from Sean and stuff like that, but this is like fan mail, you know, it's like a letter. I guess it did count. Sean did write letters. But this is, I'm excited for this too, you guys. I actually, my cat is in the way. Money, can you move, baby girl? I need that spot. Why are you making that face? She's got like literally one eye open. Okay, so now this is from TikTok. So I have been using the same knife for probably 5 years, and this thing has been through a lot of garbage, that's for sure. But I've always wanted one of those, you know, that guy who cooks food outside and makes like gourmet meals on the fire. He has that really cool shaped knife. I've always wanted one, and I always wanted one of those like Damascus steel ones. I mean, the one that I wear every day. The one that I wear every day is like just a fucking Walmart mossy oak, you know? But so I got, this is called Husk, and it says it's they're from Japan. It is a premium steel Japanese knife. Taped, or is it just really tight? Cool. It's heavy too. This has got some heft to it. Oh, really fuck someone up. You could like get into places, roots, you could things off. Oh man. You could break bones with this. You could break a chicken bone with this. Let's see. It cuts paper. I'm scared to cut myself. Yeah, okay. It's pretty sharp. I'm gonna accidentally drop the little doodad in there. Yep. I'm gonna actually have to do it one thing forward now instead of doing it the way I normally do it back here. Let's see. I'm gonna make a new hole. I've lost weight. Ciao! Well, I like that. I wonder if it'll fit in my... Oh, I'm excited. How long is it in comparison? Oh, shit. Whenever I get in the seat to drive, I always have to, like, put my knife, like, right behind the seatbelt clicker. So I have to, like, pull the seatbelt clicker and just, like, guide the knife in. This might fit better, though. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's got this big wide piece on, so I don't know. Is there anything else in this box? No. It's a box, Heather. It's like not rocket science. Be like perfect. I'm dropping everything while trying to do this. Why don't you like just go on? There you go. not even fucking think about that. I saw your brain think about it for a split second. Don't think that thing. Don't think thoughts like that. Those are called... What are those thoughts called when you're like, it's a thought that you want to like do something naughty, and it's not called a self-destructive thought, but it's something like that. What is the word? What's the phrase? Obtrusive thoughts. Those are obtrusive thoughts, Orly. Sell your soul to me. Take this pill, you'll feel much better when your hate starts, brain stuff, deep, deep, deep. You won't cry anymore. Be careful what you kitty for. Are you like that? Seriously? Look what he did. He's barking at me, and then what do you want? Do you know what that means? Is this what you want? You want some attention too? Can't be giving the kitty any attention without giving you attention. Intrusive thoughts, thank you. Oh, every time I rub him, his legs stick out like a what is it called? Roadkill. His legs just stick straight off of him like this. He's not touching his other foot. He's just sticking it straight out. Oh, I know you love it, that spot. I know you love it in that spot. I love you. He's telling me to do it more. He's like, don't stop, dude. I don't know where your pen. Where's your comb? Where's your brush? Look what I found. Orly, look what I found. Look, right here. What is that? Is that what you want? No, you want me to brush her? Brush the kitty? I thought you said you wanted me to brush the kitty. The kitty will take some brushes. Oh, you want me to brush you? Oh, okay, lay down. Well, lay down. He literally was pawing the back of my head, or the back of my leg. It pulled my hair, so it hit my head. All right, down. Lay down. Lay down right here. Down. Down. Yes, down. Lay down. Lay down. I need to do this side. I need you to lay down. Right here. Down. Down. There you go. I need to do this side. I did that other side yesterday. Good boy. It's not a great idea to wear white while doing this. Why are you grabbing my coat? I'm sorry. But you got knots in there, man. You're walking on all that kind of crap. Use your thumb. You find your thumb and hide it from the comb. He's a dog, but is he really? I think he may be a gorilla and a lion stuck together. He's a dog, but is he really? No, he's an Orly, and he's a poodle too. are such a silverback gorilla, bro. Oh, getting the belly bellies. Oh, getting the belly bellies. Yeah. Can you hear it? Chink, chink, chink. I bought it. It's a dog comb, but I actually bought it for dreadlock work. And the metal combs work way better when you're back combing and like, you know, trying to comb out dreadlocks and shit. He's a turbo puppy. Oh, 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 he's got the fucking spot right there. Does that feel so good? Oh my God. What's that? Ooh, that's some shit right there. Your chair's in the way. You want to stand up and I can get your butt better? Oh, this feels so good. It just scratches the butt. It just scratches the butt. Oh. I love when he stretches out. He's so cute. Did that feel really good? Yeah? You want more? You want more? Yeah? Okay. He literally talks, dude. As soon as I can figure it out how to get those fucking buttons, I'm gonna get him in the motorhome and I'm gonna put him on the wall so that he can fucking go up and press those buttons and tell me exactly what he fucking wants, because he is trying so hard to communicate with me through, like, you know, and I'm just like, I'm half stupid, you know. I'm like a golden retriever. I just like, you know, so he's like way more smart and logical than I am. Let me look inside your ear. Oh. It doesn't smell too bad. Ooh. Look at this pretty puppy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Sorry, dude. That was my fault. Whose idea was it to fucking breed a bunch of dogs that had this thick shoulder fur? Like, come on, y'all. What are you trying to do? Fucking survive the tundra? Yes, Heather, that's exactly what they're built for. It's pretty inconvenient considering global warming and all that jazz. Looks like we have to go to Alaska, Orly. Do you think you could fight off a grizzly? Huh? Do you think so? I'm not being ridiculous. Don't say that. It's not nice. Today was the best fucking day I've ever had. I think maybe in like weeks or months or years, today was the best fucking day. Everything today went super fucking awesome, and I even had a cop behind me and he didn't pull me over. I mean, I wasn't doing anything wrong, but you know, I always get so scared. Literally, I went to go, okay, I have to tell you guys, this is so crazy what happened. So, I had like $180 exactly, okay? And I had to purchase 2 what I initially decided I was going to get was 2 5-gallon jugs of gas, enough gas in my car to get me to go pick up Elliot in the morning. I needed an oil change. That was the most important part because I was 200 or 300 miles over and I have an oil leak, so I had to go and prioritize that, especially if I'm going to drive 200 miles to go pick up Elliot tomorrow, right? So I had to get an oil change, and in my mind I was kind of like, okay, it's going to be $60 for the oil change. But in my mind, my logical mind, as I was pulling into the Valvoline place, I was like, okay, well, it's actually probably going to be closer to like $72. I think that was how much you paid the last time. But anyway, so I was just in a good mood and I didn't care. I knew that it was going to be fine and I knew everything was going to work out, and I was just feeling really good about this conversation that I had this morning. I made an appointment with a lawyer this morning for the 27th. So I'm going to go have coffee and meet with the real estate agent who's been super sweet and helpful, and meet with the lawyer, maybe. If this doesn't all go through and I need their help. I might not need their help at all. But, which would be cool because I would just love to go have coffee with Melanie and not need to go do business stuff. So anyway, I made that appointment and then I left my house and like whatever. So I had only that amount of money. I go to Valvoline, and as I'm pulling in, and I was like, oh, damn it, it's going to be probably like $72. Well, I was in a good mood because of like what had happened with the lawyer and stuff. So and this is a free appointment. Like the lawyer's just giving me a free appointment because he heard my story about what happened to me and he genuinely wants to help. So, so anyway, that's what we were going to do. On the 27th, I was going to go have, go meet the lawyer and have some coffee. And I was really high vibing about that. So I was just trusting in the process and I knew everything was going to work out. So I'm talking to the guy at Valvoline and like, hey, you know, like I'm thinking about selling my truck and like I need to like give my bus away and I have like a motorhome and then I'm looking for a motorhome. Like, do you know anyone who's selling a motorhome right now? And he gave me this information for this freaking motorhome consignment shop or something like that. And he said, listen, he's like, these are good people. Now that, just a moment, every place that Valvoline, the manager of Valvoline has recommended, has given me amazing service and has been trustworthy. So I trust them. Because I got my tires done. I got good tires from someone they recommended, and then I also got my brakes done from someone that the tire guy recommended, and everything was just really wonderful along the whole process. So I very much do trust them to have my best interest at heart. I've been a loyal client of theirs for 3 years, and I also force my personal self onto them anyway. I just tell them, you know, when I'm having an emergency, if I happen to be sitting there, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not having an emergency just because there are people around. I'm gonna go through the things I need to do, and if people overhear it, well, that's okay. Oh, well, I mean, can't help that. I have to do what I have to do, okay? I'm not going to put on a fake face for anybody. But so anyway, so they know me, you know, they know my situation. They know I've been living on this property, da, da, da. So he recommended this place, and it's like really cool. He said that the guy might even be willing to take everything. He could probably take the truck. He could probably take, if I'm not giving the bus away, he could take the bus, and he could help me find a motorhome. And I might not even need to spend as much money because I can just trade my shit for this stuff. So I might not have to spend $20,000 on a fucking motorhome. I might have to only spend like $10,000 on a motorhome, or I could spend $20,000 on a motorhome and get like a $40,000 motorhome. You know what I mean? So like the options are way more open. So I was just vibing so high off of that. And I was like so excited and I was like so grateful and just telling him like, oh my God, you've just made my day. Da, da, da. So anyway, he goes to ring me up and he's like, that'll be $58. And I was like, you're shitting me right now. And he's like, no, why? And I was like, I literally had $60, as much as I could really spend. But then my logical brain was telling me that it was probably gonna be like 70 something. And he's like, nope, $60 or $58. And he's like, oh, and here is a free freaking car wash thingy for the people that are behind. And the next thing over, they share the fucking parking lot. And I was like, okay, this is like the best day ever. So then I go to the car wash, and I'm vacuuming out the back of my car, and like it's a nightmare back there. My tailgate doesn't go down, and I move hay around a lot. So I have there was like literally this much hay in the bottom of my truck, and I have been keeping my garbage bags back there. Do you know what happened underneath that hay? Huh? Well, there was a lot of chicken food. That's all I'm gonna say, and it was disgusting, and I had to fucking clean all that shit up. So anyway, the manager at the place I paid for 5 minutes on the vacuum, and then I had needed change. So I walked over to the guy over at the thing to say if I could get some change for the vacuum, and he was like, you just press that green button, the vacuums are free. I was like, what? What? yes, oh my God, this is literally the best day ever. So then, so like I'm vacuum everything out, whatever. I clogged the vacuums like 2 or 3 times. It was really funny. I went live on Bigo for a minute while I was doing that. But so then I go through the car wash, and as I'm pulling up to the fucking car wash, I can't find that free car wash thingy anymore. It's just disappeared. I'm sure it fell underneath my seat, but there's like a line. I had just gotten done spending 45 minutes vacuuming out the tailgate of my truck or whatever. So like I was not, and so the girl was just like, don't worry about it. I saw you had it. She's like, I'm the manager. Just don't even worry about it. She's like, if you find it, you can give it back to me. Give it to me later. Just go ahead and go on through. She gave me a free car wash. So then I got my car washed, right? After I got my car washed, I went and I picked up my my Creature Comforts, and I was able to find exactly what I needed. And I just didn't buy, like, I'm kind of a snob about that kind of stuff. Like, I only buy live resin, live rosin. That's really it. I don't do like cured or anything. I prefer the live stuff because I want the full spectrum. And if I'm gonna be consuming cannabis, I'm going to try and consume it in the healthiest method that I can, considering all of the factors. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna buy top shelf stuff, and I will sacrifice for that. But anyway, so I can't do that right now. So I just had to buy like whatever, and the guy was able to help. He gave me a discount, so I was able to get one little step up, and I got like a 5 or 10% discount on my green medicine. So then, like, I'm getting gas, and while I'm getting gas, I just got this like nudge. Oh, I know what happened. I got a spam phone call. I got a random spam phone call, and I was like, ugh, who's this? And for some reason, I just felt curious. I never feel curious about spam calls. Never. I don't know why I felt curious. So I went into my voicemail and it's full. And so I was like, I'm just going to start deleting voicemails or whatever. And so then I noticed that the fucking Office of Vital Statistics called me back. I'm trying to get that certificate and everything, right? So the Office of Vital Statistics called me back, and they tell me that I don't need a lawyer at all, that because I'm on the title and everything, I can easily get the paperwork that I need. All I have to do is just show the paper, both of our names on it, and then show my identification to prove that I am who I am. Paper. I'll be able to do all. I'm going to sell my property like tomorrow. Anyway, so today's been the best fucking day literally ever. I'm sorry, but God has been with me the entire fucking day. All fucking day, God has been. Today is the day that God like had everything set up for, and I just had to get that shit out of my house to like let all the dominoes fall into place. I had to like set them in motion. Please wait. Be patient. Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. Anyway, I literally can't fucking believe it, you guys. And like, I'm going to become very wealthy. Okay? I'm going to get to a point where my needs are not met. And I just want you to know that I am literally bringing as many of you mother effers with me as I can. Orly, you cannot do that. Your paws are heavy and sharp. It hurts me. I know it stresses you out, but you can't do that. Yes, on my hand, that's fine. Yes, on my hand is fine, but not on my face. Don't put your paws on my face. Don't. No! I just said no! Don't do that. No. Thank you. You want more brushy? I will give you all the brushes that you want. I will give you all the brushes that you want. Yes, I will, sir. And do you know what? Do you know what else? I will be taking you to the coast very shortly, sir. Yes, our dreams are coming true. What if I die or something? I'm gonna die in my sleep or something. Today is just too good, you know what I mean? We're gonna go to the coast. We're gonna go for a ride to the beach, and then we're gonna run until we can't breathe. At least me. You probably will keep running, and you can jump in the water, maybe, if the water doesn't have a bunch of nuclear gook in it. No California water. No California water. You gotta be careful with that paw, my guy. Okay? You gotta be careful with that shit. It's really rough. Dude, I'm gonna put baby feet on my dog. I'm gonna start a whole fucking movement on the internet. Watch. Can somebody remind me? Can somebody send in the Discord what I just said? The baby feet for dogs? What is that? What is that sound? I hear it too. Don't do that. No. I'm literally wearing white. I'm super not white anymore. I'm like gray and hairy. We're gonna run on the coast like Bo Derek and Dudley Moore. We're gonna call you 10 and gonna give you Jamaican braids, and it's gonna be so cool. I'll wear the bathing suit. You have the braids. I'll be Dudley Moore and you can be Bo Derek. How about that? Okay? Does that sound good? You could be Bo Derek and I will be Dudley Moore. That's his name, right? Dudley Moore? No, my dog 1000% understands everything I say. No, my dog totally speaks English. Have you never seen those videos of the dogs that press the buttons and tell their owners what they want? Cats can do it too. I've been saying this for years, that my animal 100% speaks directly to me. I mean, I've caught it on camera thousands of times at this point. My dog is hyper intelligent. What is that? I'm sorry, baby. There's something there. Stop. Oh, man. Sticker burr in there, man. Did you fart? Good Lord. Shit. I can't do it. Holy fuck. You fought it. Foe, dog. Foe. Foe. You single foe. You stinky foe. Foe, dog. Foe. Foe on you. A foe on your house. Alright, I'm all done. All done. You see my hands? All done. Okay? All done. Do you want a treat? Good boy. Oh, hey there, lazy bum. Oh, drink. Probably not the best part to stand there, my guy. Why my hip is going numb? Why is my hip going numb? Oh yeah, my pants are booked. This space isn't the space that I'm going to be in for very much longer. I'm selling this shit. Getting myself a nice luxury motorhome with like all wood inlay and mirrors and a bathtub and an onboard generator. Do you have like a freaking broken rib or something? What the hell is going on with you the last couple days? No, you don't. You're fine. You need to be more careful and stop going. You're going to be an indoor cat before too long. I can't wait. She's going to hate it and I can't wait. Jake, honey, I've got I've got no acetol. Like, even when I get fat, my upper back sticks out further than my butt does. What are you chewing on? What was that? Go get your bone. Go get your bone, Orly boy. Oh my gosh, she's literally going to be so fucking pissed, dude. For real. I'm gonna have to buy one of those like pieces of furniture that hides litter boxes, because she is the absolute fucking messiest cat in the litter box ever. Since she was a little kitten. She's the reason why I was just like, you know what? I was gonna keep the cats. Selkie is such a good clean litter kitty. When she had the kittens, she was very respectful about it. When the kittens started using the litter box and stuff, you know, she was always super messy. The boys are always really messy, but she was really fucking messy. And I was just like, you know what? She's gonna learn from her mother how to go outside. I'm not going to provide a litter box. And I haven't. I have not provided a litter box, and she just goes outside. But now that we're gonna be on the road and stuff, she's gonna have to go inside. Golly, you sure are cute. What's wrong? Do you need to go outside? Do you want to go outside and go potty? Yeah? You want to go to Orly's house? Outside? Okay. Let's go outside. Come on. Let's go potty. Come on, let's go potty. And you know what's funny? That little snarky comment about, yo, this looks like the place is going to manifest well. It has, actually. This place has manifested me so much well. This place was a manifestation of wealth. I prayed to God for a manifestation of money to buy property with, and 3 days later, someone randomly on the internet offered me $100,000 to buy this property. So, yeah. Come on, Orly. Let's go outside. There's a fucking squirrel drinking out of their water. Look at out of the chicken's water. Must be thirsty. Hopefully there's no chickens in there. Squirrel's like, what the fuck? There's no food out here for me. Sorry, squirrel. I can't afford to feed you. I can barely afford to feed. If I feed the ones I got. Oh, these hiccup burps are the worst. You won't hurt anymore. Be careful what you wish for. Alright, I gotta take these jeans off. Oh, these jeans are so fucking tight that they won't come off my heels, oh god. It popped off my heel suddenly. And I wasn't prepared for that. I better pee before. Let me go pee, I'll be right back. much love you. Ow, fuck myself. Dude, it's fabric safety pin. Come on. You just go through the weave. And then you just go in the little thing. There we go. Oh, yes. Freedom of mobility. Tiffany, I know. But you know what? Here's the thing. People have to very much come to this realization. I'm not being screwed over because I could get a lawyer right now. A lawyer who would help me for free. And I could take a year and do a forced sale. I have that option. This is not my only option. I want out of here. And I am willing to accept $28,000 if that means that I get my freedom. My freedom is worth way more to me. My happiness, my son's happiness, our mental health, and getting out of this is worth way more to me than the money. Now, that being said, that's as low as I was willing to go, period. I told her she tried to get away with $15,000, and I literally didn't even reply to her. I just posted a story on my YouTube asking if anyone knew how to do a forced sale. And she came back immediately with a better offer. It's just weird how that works. But that's great. So we're moving forward. Just today was just a great day. I'm just so fucking excited. Oh, and Roxanne is going to give me, I'm sorry, the girl is going to give me $27. I'm going to put the other 3 in so that I can afford to get the paperwork done. That's right, barefoot. The first place that I'm going is probably to the area that Josh lives in. And I'll probably like rent a spot for a couple of days to kind of just decompress. But I'm going to be here still for like, I put it in my sales agreement. I put it in the sales agreement that I have 45 days to vacate the property. Because I'm going to need time. After I get the money, I have to buy a motorhome, and then I have to figure out how to get that motorhome here. Back here in this area where I don't know if it's safe to park a motorhome and try to pull it out at this angle. I just don't know if it would be a great idea. Like my bus will do it, but my bus is built a little different than a motorhome, and they're a lot more low to the ground, and this is like seriously off-grid shit. This hill that I live on, and where my truck, I drive my truck through it because my truck is a fucking 4x4, but I don't know if I particularly want to take the chance of my new motorhome tipping over in my front yard, because I'm trying to drive up a hill and to the side at the same time. It's just not something I think I want to do. Now, so basically what I need to do is I need to figure out, like very quickly, like what I'm gonna do with the bus and what I'm gonna do with like all of my shit. Wind had puppies, so getting her help is gonna be a struggle. I'm probably can get my neighbor to come and help me and get shit done, and then I can just pay her some money. For doing that, so I'll probably do that. Maybe her and her husband can help me. I need batteries for the bus to get it started. I just literally don't ever want to drive this bus again. I just don't. I don't know why, but I don't. So I don't have to deal with it. Because, Tiffany, I have to trust God's plan. It's not my place to be the arbiter of justice. It's just not. You know? Chelsea, I totally found a lawyer for free. I have an appointment with him right now, as of right now, on the 27th. I haven't broken my appointment yet, because I made the appointment this morning. So. Some of them probably are Orly's puppies, but she definitely was bred with by both dogs, so it could like be a mixture of the two. I have the marketplace ad up for the bus, but I made it for very expensive because I'd rather start off really high, and but then I decided I wanted to give it to that single mom. But like I told her that I messaged her and I told her that like my brain, I need to have some kind of arrangement with her, like I want to give it to her and her to use it to get her life better. But if like that never happens, she doesn't have to pay me any money. But if she does get her life together, then she can give me like $3,000, for the bus. And I think that's like way super fair. And I told her that like you can pay me back in like 2029, like that'll be like, so we'll have some arbitrary time, whatever. So that way I just need that information in my brain. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she's going to kind of pay me $3,000 by 2025 or 2029. And she should have her shit way together by then. I have so much faith in her. I believe that she can do very well in that time, and she will be like uber successful. So, like the only reason that I'm on the fence like at all about just saying like, here, just take it or whatever, and that'll be it, you have it, is I have been screwed over so many fucking times before, and I have given away very large items, ticket items. I gave away my van. I've given away half of my property. You know what I mean? And so like the fact that she hasn't been like messaging me or in contact with me or like replying to me hardly at all, and like it's not that it doesn't seem like she doesn't want the bus. It just seems like she actually doesn't like me or care at all, and she'll take the bus. But if I want to give it to her, she'll take it. But like, it doesn't really feel like she actually considers me a friend or anything. Like, I'm getting this feeling. And then so I'm starting to like feel, I don't know, like maybe I should at the very least have some type of arrangement in place instead of just like giving it away outright. And like, I messaged her literally about giving her the bus like a week and a half ago, and she hasn't replied. You know what I mean? So like, it's weird. And I could get like up to $10,000 for my bus, Tiffany, life is really not fair. Life is not about fairness. Is it fair that like a baby deer dies because its mother gets hit by a car, or like gets shot, or gets eaten by another predatory animal? Is it fair that a bunch of baby squirrels die because their mom gets eaten by an owl, like, or a mice, or like, this is the cycle of life. It truly is survival of the fittest. Okay? And unfortunately, that means that the more manipulative, the more willing to be toxic you are, the further ahead you're going to get, because there's nothing that's going to be inhibiting you from taking those extra steps. I have to trust that God has some plan, that God has a plan that I am unaware of. I have to trust that God is trying to help me get the fuck out of here for my own good. And that if I stick around and try to fight her over this crap any longer, that it's going to be to my detriment. I can't survive in this heat with my animals with no running water. I can't survive like this with my animals completely alone in the middle of the wilderness and expected to do literally all the chores. I have to build all the infrastructure myself. I have to dig all the wells. I have to, lay all the pipes. I have to build the fences. And I'm literally by myself. I was happy and willing to do that as long as in my heart I was like, she's not going to win. But it got to a point where I realized that I was killing myself, literally killing myself, putting myself in a mental space. Go back and watch my YouTube videos from like February. I was an absolute lunatic. December, it was like probably the worst. I was a lunatic. I was yelling at my kid all the time, irritable, miserable, can't stand the sound of the dog barking, can't fucking stand the chickens, can't fucking deal with the cat. I was like absolutely touched out, nerve fray. I was an absolute basket case, totally neurotic, and I couldn't get out of it. The only way I was able to get out of it is it was time for Elliot to go to his dad's, so I was able to redo, and I stopped all of my chores. I said, okay, that's it, I quit. I will no longer do this anymore. I will do the basic, most bare minimum to keep us alive. I am not going to chase behind the chickens and clean my fucking yard out every goddamn day. I'm not going to go behind my kid and my dog and my cat and go and clean my house up every single freaking day. I'm going to do the absolute bare minimum for my mental health until I can get the fuck out of here. And then when it's time to get out of here, I will pack and throw away as much shit as I fucking can. I will sell the valuable things. I will take with me my necessities, and I will literally burn the rest. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing anything though until it's time to pack. I'm just not. I've burnt myself out. I burnt myself completely out. I've been doing this for 3 years. Literally, I would be outside like all winter, chopping firewood, loading firewood, going and fetching water. I have to go in order to drink water, wash my hands, give my dog water, give my chickens water. I literally have to walk a quarter of a mile with 2 5-gallon jugs. I got a fucking wheelbarrow last year, thank God. Not a wheelbarrow, but a wagon. 2 5-gallon jugs, and I have to go walk a quarter of a mile and walk a quarter of a mile with them back. And I have to walk uphill on the way back. I am done. I'm done. My freedom is worth more to me than this. It's worth more to me than this property. It's worth more to me than keeping up with anyone's opinions. It's worth more to me than fucking her winning, things being fair. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I want to be a good mom to my kid. I want to be a good dog mom to my dog, and I want to be the happiest person so that I can be the person that other people need in life. I want to be a help in the world. I am tired of needing help. And because I'm on this property and stuck in this situation, I am needing help. And I'm done. I want to be able to I want my independence back. You know, I'm just over it. Nope, it totally is, Chelsea. I got it. I've already looked at it. And I found a consignment shop today that I could take. They will take my truck, they'll take my bus, and they'll help me find exactly what I want. They work with like big engines and things. It's a consignment shop for that. Pretty excited about that. That was a score. But it's because I felt the nudge. I had to do something. I had to do the right thing. The right thing was going to Valvoline and getting an oil change before I go get Elliot, because my truck needed it. That's the right thing to do. I don't want to spend the money, the $60 to $80 on an oil change, but I have to do it because it's the right thing. So I went to do that, and while I was there, the guy that was, doing the services, that we were chatting the whole time, and I was telling him the situation was going on, and he was like, oh wow, there's this consignment shop, you should totally check it out. Boom, problem solved. And I take their recommendations because every time I've taken their recommendation, I have received wonderful service for a low price, and I have not been ripped off. So I trust him. I trust his recommendation. I'm really excited about it. I'm very, very, very excited about that. So that's why I'm kind of like talking about the bus situation with like giving it away, and I'm like kind of on the fence. Cause like I need to figure that out like ASAP. I need to figure out how to get the bus started. That guy Oscar, who was gonna help me get the bus started and like buy a motorhome, is just like no call, no show. So I have to figure out someone else to help me find a motorhome that I can trust. So I want to trust this person at the consignment shop because I need someone who has my back. And I trust, listen, when the need is there, the people appear. They don't actually appear though, like usually until the need is right there. If you source people, like it gets to be confusing. So you have to literally trust that at the last minute, at the 11th hour, then things will all come together all of a sudden. And that's like how it works every time for me. It's just all of a sudden awesome at one time. A bunch of shit goes really great, and And like all of a sudden I find myself in a whole new life, and I'm like, whoa, how the fuck did this literally just happen right now? Am I delusional? Am I like just laying in a hospital bed somewhere fucking visualizing all this? Am I on Shutter Island? Yes, Jack Cat, she's buying the property. Like tomorrow, basically. Jim, that is exactly how I have been, you know, that's what I've been doing here all this time. And then like, you know, people who are able to will send me, you know, super chats and stuff like that, and that will help me be able to survive and continue to do that. You know, if I don't earn any money doing this, then I literally can't invest my time in it. But I've been doing it anyway, you know, even though I haven't made much money, because I know that it could just all of a sudden be really great, you know. It's just when I'm sitting in one place all the time, I just don't have that much to talk about, really, you know. Like, it's this fucking same background all the time, 24/7. I'm sick of it. I'm ready to like have the beach behind me. I'm ready to have the fucking, you know, anything different. I like staying at the coast a lot. I could go to the coast and just like live on the coast probably for like months and months and months. I don't know, I might get sick and want to come back in maybe like after like maybe 4 months or something. I don't know. But you could just drive up and down the coast and literally never pay to sleep anywhere at all. And you're on the coast, you know? It's pretty fucking badass. I went through a really, really scary fucking storm in my motorhome. It was like 90 mile an hour winds in this like little tiny RV. It was like a 16-foot RV I was towing behind my truck. And me and Elliot were both in it at night. And I had enough wherewithal to find a parking lot where the building was right next to the parking lot thing. And I pulled my truck and my motorhome like right alongside the building. And then I put my jack stands down so like it wouldn't tip over from the wind, and it made a huge difference having that fucking building right there. Let me tell you what. I even called the police and I was like, hey, just so you know, like I'm a single mom, I'm just traveling through, and I'm parked here because like this storm is a nightmare. And they said, yeah, don't worry about it. I have considered a houseboat, actually. It had to be someone named Elliot, right? Ugh. Anyway, it's warm. I did consider a houseboat, but then what I realized was that if like a car breaks down, you know, you could get help. But like if your boat breaks down, aka takes on water, you're like, all your shit is above water. Trust me, I have very much considered a houseboat, and I was really fucking thinking about it. Like, I was very much going through all the marketplace ads and looking, and there's this fucking place called like, I don't know, Otter or Beaver Island or something, somewhere in Washington. And it's got like a bunch of houseboats, and like it's got these buildings that you literally drive your boat into, and your house is there. Like all your shit is like right there, and you drive your boat on, you like, a little garage comes up from the water, and then you like drive your boat in, and then the garage goes down, and then your boat is in the middle of your living room, and your bed is like on a loft thing. It's crazy, the shit that I saw. I was like, oh man, dude, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm like chomping at the bit, dude. I will end up on there will be a time in my life that I will be on a houseboat, but I just am not ready for that just yet. If I end up in a relationship with someone, I just may go straight to the houseboat thing and skip homesteading for a while. But I don't like to do things for longer than like 3 years-ish. That's like my limit. So like I did van life for 3 years. I've done bus in the homestead life for 3 years. And like, you know, I'm ready to like transition to a new method of movement and experience. But I will do a houseboat at some point. for sure. But like what I plan on doing now is just going to other people's homesteads and working for free, and just like all I want to do is just like learn how to do stuff. I want to see how things are done. I want to be able to have something in my mind I can emulate later, you know, and I need to go see, I need to go experience those. It's not going to come to me. I tried that. Yeah, I'm not happy where I'm at. I'm selling my property like tomorrow. I'll probably like, maybe I'll like retire on a houseboat when I'm like tired of like, I want to do homesteading specifically for my son. It's because I understand that communal living is a way to save money. We could all, like, if you get 20 people together and each person contributes $15,000, you could literally purchase a multi-million-dollar property, and then the land, the equity in the land alone, once you've purchased the land, you can use that to get construction loans. And then you get those construction loans, then you build all your houses. And you all, at the end of the day, end up paying maybe $500 a month. Save money. Create a whole fucking neighborhood with your friends, man. Doesn't make any sense. Thank you, Kaylee. Orly, are you ready to come in the house? Gotta go get my dog. I can't wait to have cabinets and storage and organization. Come on. Sit on your ear. Wait. Hold on, wait. Okay, go ahead. This land is your land. This land is my land. The Minnesota. Gross, Orly. Why is your saliva so slimy? No, Katie, that's the thing. Is there's no way. What is it? What are we doing? Did you get him? Did you get him? Did you get the fly? Get that sky raisin? You get that sky raisin? Good boy. This land was made for you and me. Sorry, Terry. She's gonna have that in her head all day. Especially because she finished it. Now it's really locked in. So you don't even have to do it that way. I mean, that's just the most recent method that I saw, but like the actual, listen, if you go to Wilco Land LLC, there's land for as cheap as $14,000. It's very small, but it's $14,000 and it's yours. You know, you could get like a half an acre somewhere in the middle of the fucking wilderness, and then it's yours. And then you can just do whatever you want there. It's the middle of the wilderness. You know what I mean? Straight to jail. But that's not how, like, Katie, it's just, that's not the case. You know, that happens in situations where you don't keep things out in the open. Now, I live next door to a commune that has been successfully operating and functional for like 55 fucking years. And I'm gonna tell you, based on the things, they have a lot of sex stuff that goes on there, and so that has a real fucking hectic dynamic that can cause problems, right? So then they've managed to still stay afloat, and the way that they do this, they do this thing, and 100% this is how it works. First of all, there's a committee, okay? So like there's multiple people who have to agree on things, and there's each of them have a vested interest, whatever. So there's a little committee, and not only that, but every person who's there has an opinion. And what you do is what they do specifically, and I wouldn't do it necessarily exactly the same way, but they have what they call is heart center, and they all come together, and that's the one place that all the grievances can come out. You could, if because there's multiple people to witness it. There's no he said, she said bullshit. Everybody's there. Everybody sees what's up, and you work your shit out in a place where everyone understands that right now this is a place where we're all trying to resolve conflict, and so we're going to say things maybe that might be taken the wrong way. So we have to understand that each of us are motivated by conflict resolution and unconditional love, not trying to prove to be right or to prove the other one wrong. If we all have that understanding going into it, then what is said in that space can actually really heal and fix any conflicts, because conflicts mostly happen from misunderstandings, really, when it comes down to it, or someone who is intentionally stirring pots. But that's kind of impossible when everything is out in the open. If someone starts stirring the pot, well, you'll find out about it as soon as the heart center group person, whatever, gets together. Because when all we get together, so be like, oh, well, so-and-so told me this, and so-and-so told me that. Oh, well, they told me this too. You know what I mean? It'll all come out in the open. So it discourages lying, manipulating, and toxic behavior like that, because it's gonna come out. And if you behave that way, you're going to be called out for it. If you continue to behave that way, then, you get kicked out. Majority rules. Just don't do that. No, Slab City is scary, and I would never go there. Slab City is basically a place. Oh yeah, you're in Ireland. It's a place in the middle of the woods in the United States. It's not the woods, it's the desert, actually. More the desert. It's the desert woods. It's wilderness. It's the desert wilderness. And basically there are literally no laws. There's no police. There's no there's nothing. It's just a bunch of people who are basically like, fuck society, man. Who go live there and just do whatever they want. Rape, murder, stabbings. Very common. Very common there. You wouldn't catch me there. I'm not like trying to, like, I don't think going to a place like that makes me cooler or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that, like, that kind of situation is, damn, I hope I didn't just splash my crotch. That situation is just like, I wouldn't want to go there. That's not fun. Like, living in danger like that, it's not fun. I don't want to do that. I fucking live in the wilderness. I have no laws here. I live in the wilderness now. You know? I don't want to fucking, I don't ever need to go to Slab City. No thanks. I enjoy laws. I enjoy rules. Rules keep us fucking safe, and other people need them sometimes. If not, people run amok. Have you ever been to Puerto Rico? Have you ever been to Puerto Rico? In Puerto Rico, you know, there's stoplights. I lived in Puerto Rico for a little while. And so there's like red light, green light. They're more like suggestions over there. And the police don't enforce stuff like that. And so there's a lot of accidents, and there's a lot of like road chaos, and you know, that's what happens when there's not rules and stuff. So rules are good for you, you know, in some ways, especially when you have to like rules are great when you're in a city and you have to be a part of society. But if you don't want to live by anyone's fucking rules, then you get your own fucking property and you move out into the middle of the woods like this. You know what I mean? This is what I wanted. I wanted to be free and wanted to be away from anyone's rule, and I wanted to be able to do what I wanted and, like, you know, create the space I wanted and help other mamas in the process get out of that shit. But, you know, it's not always how things work out. I worked my ass off. Hello, hello. Exactly, Barefoot. Exactly. A lot of people are there because they are running from something and are hiding from somewhere, or yes, that's an absolute truth. So I don't have any desire to go there. Right, Gentleman's Corner. And, like, especially coming from someone that's, like, there's really something that to be said for, like, manners, chivalry, kindness, common respect. Like, the thing is that we should all understand that when we're in a room with a bunch of other people, it's just, like, it's our room. It's not my room. It's not your room. We're all in this together. And so we all have to kind of tone it down just a little bit so that we can all just kind of function in the same space. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to be our most self, you know? We can just kind of be respectful of everyone else's space and ears and noses and bodies, and just understand that I want that same respect with my person. So let's give people the same respect with their person. And we understand that when we have to get together in a group, we all understand it's a common, you know, courtesy of just being a person. But a lot of people genuinely don't fucking know that. They've just never been taught. They've been raised entitled, and, you know, or they've gotten all their examples from television. And that has made people really toxic, because television is not there to teach you healthy, happy, you know, be your best self stuff. They really aren't. They want to brainwash you. Have you guys ever heard Bjork talk about TV? There's a video of Bjork from, like, 1989 where she's talking about television and how, dude, it's crazy. Knowing what we know now, you should go watch it. Why is it always a guy that looks like that? Okay, Chris Batali. I'm sorry, no one wants to have sex with you. It's not gonna be me still. I really need a Snickers, you know? Sheesh. So, anyway, it's sad how people don't understand, you know, when we're all clustered together, that we have to just kind of have common courtesy. It baffles me, but that's okay, because I'm going to teach my son, and I'm going to help other moms have their mind and, you know, free eventually. And I'm going to use my wealth. When I get super wealthy, this is what I got cut off saying earlier. I'm going to be super wealthy one day, and when I do, like, I am 100% going to, like, I'm going to give away RVs or buses, motorhomes, something. I'm going to make sure that they're, like, tip-top shape, perfect running. They'll last for, you know, they just need to be maintained, you know, just get an oil change, just do this, you know, just make sure the wheels are packed with grease and stuff. And I'm going to donate them to single moms and I'm going to find them through the women's shelters if I have to. Or I'm just going to start building up a reputation, like, continue on this, like, reputation of wanting to help single moms, because that's really what I want. Like, our children desperately need the moms, if the single moms specifically, to have their mental health and raise kids to be the best they can. Because my generation, we have been completely separated from our parents, raised by strangers, you know, schools, whatever, lost that connection, and don't really know how to be an adult until you're like 40. It's really lame, you know? And I don't want to, I really fear for the generation of children who have been just handed tablets because mom literally needs to do stuff, you know? And she's alone and she has no one to help. And she has to work, she has to earn all the money and pay all the bills and do all the cleaning and all the cooking and all the child rearing, and it's very fucking stressful and difficult and almost damn near impossible. It's unfair that they have made it seem like it's something that, oh, you're a woman, you could do anything, you're independent, you're bad. No, we are supposed to be teamed together instead of pitted against each other. And that's why they do that in society. They intentionally pit us against each other, because once they know, once we come together, oh yeah, Danny. Yes, actually, Danny, today I got super good news. Okay, so I've been like held up by just one thing, just one document. And I really was like scared I couldn't get that document because I am not like a direct family member of Matthew's, so it's just one of those things, you know. And I didn't want to have to bother. I just like, listen, the idea of contacting his mom and asking her for something like that right now, just, it makes me want to vomit. It's been 1 year, almost like to the day, you know, and I can't do that to her. I can't just call her and bring that kind of shit up and like ask her. It's so gross and impersonal, you know, and I'm gonna have to wait a few months to do that. I can't in good conscience do that. I have to wait a couple of months if that's what I have to do. So I found out that I don't have to do that, and I can actually, I'm legally allowed, because we're connected, he and I, through this title document, so I can get the document that I need. I can send it over literally tomorrow after I pick up Elliot and stuff, or maybe while I'm picking up Elliot, you know, like after I get there or something. I'm going to send that document over, all the stuff that I need to get that document furnished, and then hopefully like within the next couple of days the sale will go through, and I will be like literally looking to purchase a motorhome like now. I'm very anxious. Oh yeah, Rainbow, I have no absolute desire to try and impress any people. No. I spent too much of my life trying to do what other people thought I should do, and like get the approval of others, and all I found was that I was doing things that I didn't like. I was miserable. I became a drug addict because I didn't want to live in that world. And what I realized when I got off drugs, I literally, after I got off drugs, I was just like, holy crap, wait a minute, you mean I don't have to do that? I could do things different? I could just like buy a van and just like, or an RV, and I could just go anywhere I want. I can leave Florida. I'm not trapped here forever. Really? There's a whole world out there? I don't know. I didn't know. Nothing is impossible. Absolutely nothing is impossible. You know, you have to truly believe that there's a lot of things to it. It's not just, you can't just like be like, okay, I want $1 million. It's not like that. You have to literally talk the talk and walk the walk. You have to be good thoughts, good words, good deeds. You have to be a good person. You can't just like pretend and expect things to just come your way. I mean, I guess you could, and it does happen, but you're going to be working a lot harder and doing harm. So I'd rather take the long and hard route and know that my morals and my integrity are intact. That's good. Good. Yeah, Bill, and the thing is that like, see, here's the thing, right? The only reason that I was doing drugs to begin with is because I hated my life. I was miserable. I had no idea that I didn't have to like live there and be around those people. I thought that I was just stuck I had no idea. I was like everybody else. I was just like, this is my life. This is like where I'm at. And like, I don't have the money to just like get out of this situation. And, and so I just started absolutely without a shadow of a doubt, trusting that I was going to be in Oregon one day. I was going to be in Oregon one day. Didn't matter if it took 10 years, I was going to be in Oregon. And let's see, it took probably 5 years from that first decision I'm going to end up in Oregon one day. And I ended up here by accident. I didn't even come here on purpose when I got here. So that was the crazy part too. I was not meaning to come here. We were just going to like, travel through. We came to Oregon specifically and cut our trip in half because someone was ill and needed some assistance, and we were like, oh, we can help you. So we went with my aunt to go help these people on their ranch, and that's how I ended up in Oregon. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm supposed to be here. And then I was like, all right, God, if I'm supposed to be in Oregon, how about, I don't know, maybe I book some dread work? Literally the next day, a girl messaged me and was like, hey, if you ever are in Eugene, Oregon, let me know. I want you to do my hair. I've been following your journey all across the country. And I was like, you are never going to believe where I am right now, girl. I booked her the next day. And I was like, okay, thank you for my answer. God answered my fucking question. You just have to listen. But like, as soon as I realized that like I could actually get out of that shit, like I just no longer felt the need to waste my time. Then what I did was I started working out. My husband and I got like really serious. I got my business shit together. I already had my business while I was kind of on drugs a little bit, but at the tail end of my drug addiction, I had started my business already. But I started going to the gym. I started working out. And then after about 6 or 8 months of like doing that, one day I had just come home from work and I was like, hey, like we're 30, dude. If we don't have a kid by the end of 30, I'm not doing it. I'm not having a kid after 30. So if we're going to do it, we need to like get on it. And we already got all it, like, whatever. So we got pregnant that day. Boom. It was the only time we had sex. So I know that. It was August 27th of 2014. So, I got pregnant with Elliot, and then when I got pregnant with Elliot, that was like a 2-year-long detour from like the plan. But the whole time, I was like planting little seeds in my husband about like RV life, van life, like how cool would this be? Look at this, look how cool this is. And then we went through a hurricane in Florida as parents. We're from Florida. We've been through many hurricanes. Hurricane party! Let's go fucking, boogie boarding in the driveway and shit. But, not with a kid, it was totally different. We were really stressed out about not having electricity for like a month, and because like everything got knocked out. It was a really intense storm of 2017. And so, or it might have been 2016, or I don't remember. Anyway, so I looked at my husband and I was like, dude, we need to get the fuck out of here. Oh, that's what it was. So we ended up evacuating. So we were gonna when the hurricane started to come, we left early. We booked it, and we went to this place called Thomasville, Georgia, and then ironically, the fucking eye of the hurricane went through Thomasville. So we went back home, after all the storm went through, we went back home. So we got back home. On the way to Thomasville, it was raining really hard, and there were people, it was line, it was a nightmare getting there to Thomasville. It took so many more hours than it usually would take. It's usually about 5 hour trip, but it was way more than that. But it was like obscene amount of hours. Like we could have run out of gas. We got very lucky that we had a gas can in the back of the truck. But anyways, so I look at my husband and I was like, dude, think about if like the world goes to shit. Like if the electric grid goes down, we're gonna be stuck in Florida with all of like how many millions of people do you think will be between us and the mountains, Josh? We need to get the fuck out of Florida. We should buy an RV and we should get the fuck out of Florida. To the day, 1 year to the day, we drove off of Florida. We left. 2018, we left in an RV. We had bought an RV, we got our truck all situated, we got motorhome, we got sway bar, we got everything we needed to do RV life. We sold everything we owned. We sold our house, we sold everything. And we hit the road. And then we were just gonna travel. We were in Colorado and we met up with my aunt. She was in Oregon and she came to Colorado to take us through the Rockies while we were like gonna go to Oregon and then California and back on the I-10 to Florida. We were just gonna do a loop. and we were just going to keep doing loops, and then maybe like think about buying property somewhere sometime and just, you know, see what's out there. But the plan was to go back home. Like, all my shit was still at my mom's house, even like some of Elliot's cribs and stuff, and just important shit. But anyway, so we ended up in Colorado for like a month. Oh, it felt like the house shook for a second. That was weird. That was weird. Pre-quake? I hope not. I'm listening for birds, sorry. Anyway, so we got to Colorado. We were there for like a month and a half, and we had so many adventures. It was so awesome. And then we, like, my aunt got a phone call from her daughter saying that the family friend had gotten diagnosed with bone marrow cancer, and so she had to like leave. And so we were like, wait, you're not supposed to leave us, like we're in the middle of a trip. So she was like, oh well, I guess we should probably bring you guys with us. Josh could be helpful. So we just ended up in Oregon by complete total happenstance. It was not the plan. And we were just going to be there for months and months and months. But when I crossed over the Oregon-Idaho border in the gorge, there's something hit my body that I literally cannot explain to you. This feeling I had never felt before. And I didn't understand that feeling truly until I bought my first like RV, motorhome, whatever, in this property. And we were like, you know, until I had like this bus, and I was like really like, I understood that feeling was the feeling of being home. And I had never felt that before. And I felt it very intensely, like I'm supposed to be here. And my whole life has changed since I came here. Like, this Oregon literally changed my life. It's like the mecca for dreadlocks. I believe that Jesus Christ was like one of the coolest people that ever lived, and it is my duty as a child of God to embody Christ-like energy and be the example. I will do what I think Jesus would do at every turn. That's all I can do. I'll be right back. It's getting chilly. Where's my pantalones? Yeah, everything that I do is like, I just like pray and I ask God what I should do, and then I just pay attention to what comes about in my life. What random, weird, surprising, well, that's coincidence, you know, like that kind of shit happens around me, and that pretty much gives me a sign. Okay, well, that's the direction I should be heading in. And then after that, if I've made the right choice, the things that I've asked God directly for will appear. Like, I prayed to God. I literally have to show you guys. This is crazy, right? The girls all have seen this a million times, but let me see if I can pull up the pictures. Oh, friggin' fraggin'. Okay. So, when I prayed for my school bus, I prayed for a bus. Okay, I had no money. I was just driving this van that was worth like maybe $6,000, And I prayed to God and I said, all right, listen, if a bus is in my highest good and in my best interest, I will jump forth at literally whatever opportunity you present to me. And there we go. And so I just have to show you like literally what I made when I did my prayer, because it's so funny. Because I literally put a bus figurine, there it is. So this is what I made. Whoops. So this is what I made. And I prayed and I said, okay, God, if a bus is in my highest good, I am coiled like a spring and I will jump forth at whatever opportunity you show me. You know, you present something to me and I will jump. And I'm a big proponent of the fact, you can see videos I've made about this, about leaning into the cringe. When something comes up that makes you go, ooh, that is what that's God. It's going to show itself that way first. That's what always, it never fails. So if something makes you go, ooh, you need to go, oh shit, okay, hold on. Fuck. And then go into it. Lean into whatever it is. So I did the prayer for the bus. And then 3 days later, I was doing a dreadlock job in the middle of the wilderness in Bend during wildfire and shit. It was very chaotic and scary. And I got a phone call from this guy, I used to date this guy. He's like a famous runner, and because he has this like niche that he's like, anyway, he's in like runners magazines and stuff. Anyway, he's a total douche. So he fucking was calling me, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? There's no way I'm answering this call right now. Him of all people? No. And then I went, you literally prayed for a bus. This could be it. You better answer that call. So I was like, hello? Guess what he wanted? He's like, hey, you wouldn't be interested in selling your van, would you? And I was like, yeah, sure, for $10,000. It's worth $6,000, okay? And he was like, okay. And I was like, wait, what? Seriously? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'll buy it for $10,000. He's like, I want it. I really want it. He's like, I got shit I gotta do. He's like, your van is perfect. He's like, I want it. And I was like, you're never gonna believe this, but like literally 3 days ago, I prayed for a bus. He's like, well, do what you gotta do. He's like, are you sure about this, right? So like, even if you don't find a bus, you're still gonna vacate the fucking van, right? You're gonna give me the van on this day, right? And I was like, yeah. I mean, like, God, you fucking asshole. So anyway, I literally, that moment, by the time that the rest of the conversation had happened, I had left Bend and I was like back almost to Eugene. So I like didn't answer him. And then I got to Eugene and I went to the post office because I checked my mail. So I sat in the post office parking lot for a little while. And I was like, all right, school bus for sale, Eugene, Oregon, Craigslist. And the very first thing that popped up was this bus. And it was for $7,000 and $7,500, sorry. $7,500, and it already had all the seats removed. And the guy said, don't text or whatever, just call me. And he presented his number, and I was like, fuck yes. So I called him and I asked him, and I said, can I come look at the bus? And he was like, yeah, here, let me give you my address. So he gave me the address. Guess where it was? Less than a mile from where I was sitting at that moment. So I was just like, holy shit, you've got to be kidding me, dude. I literally cannot believe this is literally happening right now. Like, what the fuck? This is awesome. So yeah, anyway, long story short, I got the bus. It only took like 5 days maybe, from the day that I prayed for the bus till the day I was physically driving the bus. 6 days. So that was cool. And then, I got the bus and I realized very quickly how dangerous it was to live in a school bus that has no doors that lock in the middle of Eugene, which is the homeless drug addict mecca of basically the planet. So, I mean, even, Futurama made a planet Eugene, and it's just a planet homeless people or whatever. It's that fucking, it's known. Okay. So anyway, Danger Mouse. So I didn't really feel like that was safe. And I prayed to God, went back to the drawing board, and I was like, okay, God. Okay, got me with my pants down. Oh, but let me show you what I made first. So I went out into the woods, And this is what I made. Oopsies. I made this mandala, and I took all kinds of, you know, pieces of land, you know, and I made mandala in the woods. And then I prayed over it and I said, okay, God, you got me with my pants down on that one. So living in the bus is dangerous. If it's in my best interest to get some land, how about maybe, I don't know, you know, I will do like a community of moms. Like I will do everything I can to like help other people if I can get land and it's in my best interest, it's in everyone's best interest. I'm a coiled spring. I will at whatever you present to me. Thank you. And 3 days later, I met Matthew, and he, after 3 days of knowing me, gave me $100,000 to buy this fucking property. And like the thing is like when I met him, like so he was online. He had like no profile or anything when he reached out to me, and so I was really sketched out. But I just had the cringe. I knew as soon as I was cringing that I was supposed to lean into that. He was from my hometown. He was my same age, and I thought he was Matt Miller from back home, but he wasn't. And so I was like, okay, this is weird. And so then we just started talking, and we literally talked for fucking like 2 days straight. And then I dropped Elliot off at his dad's, and so then I met him in person and like was like, I'll show you all these cool places you can go camping. It was never sexual or anything like that, ever, just to be clear, ever. There was never any illusion. He had an issue he got a vaccination, and he had a really intense bad reaction, and it's what ultimately led to his death. But he literally he heard like my dream, which was I want to acquire 300 acres and I want to give it away to people that are like me. And the way that I would realistically go about doing that, he asked. He's like, how would you realistically do that? And I was like, well, realistically, I don't know, I'd get maybe 2 to 10 acres, and I'd get like a couple of moms together, you know, and have like a practice ground. I am not the person who could responsibly give away 300 acres to people and do it right and legally and have it work out who I am right now. I have to learn how to become that person. So, you know, and he believed in me and he invested in my dream. And that's how we got this property. Because Matthew gave me $100,000. And the first person that I went to was her. I was like, hey, oh my God, I found property. You're never gonna believe this. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, you wanna join me? Like, I want you to be with me on this, you know? She has homesteading experience. I did not. And like, she was a single mom, and I'm a single mom. She lived in a bus. I lived in a bus. I thought it would be perfect, you know? But the day that we signed the title, she decided that she didn't want to have a mom community anymore. She didn't want to be a part of a mom community anymore. Now she wanted to like be with her new boyfriend that she had just met actually on Tinder like the day before, and they were going to move in all his shit, and like they're taking over. They're parking shit everywhere. It's her land, and I just happen to be on it, is what she's told everyone and convinced herself of, when that's like literally the absolute most fucking projecting thing you could ever fucking say, is that I just happen to be here. This was me and Matthew's fucking thing, and I loved her and I wanted her to be included, and she decided that she was gonna do whatever she was gonna do. That's like on her. That's not got anything to do with me. I can't help it that the woman that I donated my van to, I had another van before I got the white van that I sold to the psycho. I gave it away. It was like a $5,000 van. And like when I went to meet her, she tried to steal some of my stuff that I had accidentally left inside the van. And then hypodermic needles fell out of the blanket. And I was like, are you serious, dude? So I just gave you out. The only reason I gave that van to you and not this other girl is because you have children. I could have given it to someone else that didn't have children who would have really appreciated it for her business. But instead I gave it to you. And now you're using it for a mobile drug den. Awesome! No, the guy who gave me $100,000 is an angel, and he wanted to do the right thing, and that's why we put him on the title. That's why he is on the title too, is because all we wanted was to help single moms. That's literally all we wanted to do, and we wanted to create a safe place that single moms could raise their children, and that's like their choice, you know. like if there are people who want to live off grid, who want a homestead, who maybe feel like they can't because they don't have a man, and like you don't need that because here we are waiting for you, you know. And you don't have to pay anything. I just want to help. I just want children around for my own son, and I want to feel safe and provide safety to other people. I provide the land, and you guys come and enjoy it, you know. We all share the life and have a good time together. It's just like so easy. Right, Danny, it's not on me. It's not on me how people take the fact that I am selfless and stuff. I can't help that. I do the things I do not because I expect anyone to give me anything. I feel good doing nice things. I just feel good. It makes me feel good. I do it for me. Okay? If I'm giving something away, it's because I'm doing that for me. I'm not doing it for anyone else. It makes me feel good to do that. And if I don't feel good about it, I won't do it. And that's just the way of it. Yeah, being homeless is fucking hard, you know. And Jesse, you know what I've found is like a lot of people that I know that are just like, that just can't do society the way society expects, is they are PDA, pathological demand avoidance, which is a type of autism. There's something about about the needing your autonomy, you know. You have a very strong demand for autonomy. Like, sometimes I hold my pee too long because I get mad, not even actively mad, but like I'm just like, oh well, I can't. I get into fight and it turns me into fight or flight is what it really is. It like triggers me and puts me in a panic mode to feel like I have to do something, that I'm obligated to do something. If I'm obligated, I can't do it. I literally can't. You can't put limits on me like that. I want to do things because I want to. I can't be told to do things. My mom said I was just a contrarian and hard-headed and stubborn, and I'll never be able to get a job, and I'll never be able to da-da-da. And I was just like, wow, you're fucking a bitch. Yeah, Danny, and that's why I choose to be this way, because I 100% know that I have an effect on people. I know I do. Me being kind and loving to people who don't expect that kind of stuff makes them feel better about other people too, and it makes their light brighter. There are people, I mean, even like, you know, there are people who I know I have 100% helped change their life, and I don't have to, you know, prove it to anybody, because I know they told me themselves, you know. And that is what matters to me. I could totally like die and be okay, because I have 100% had an effect on the world that is positive. So, oh, they're totally fake. Oh my god, my lower back is hurting. I think I'm gonna get a massage. I haven't had like a professional massage since I got out of like massage school. Well, thanks, Chris. I have like a headache. I think I'm dehydrated. I'm 90% sure I'm dehydrated. I'm trying to drink water, but I'm just peeing a lot too. My lips are burning. I'm so dehydrated right here and right here. And I'm gonna get the urge to lick my lips if I don't hydrate them. And that just makes it worse. My lips are burning from dryness or whatever. And my mouth isn't even like dry, like, oh, it's this new shit, I bet you. It's making me feel so deserty. It's funny, Chris, because everyone in here is people who just started following my live streams at some point. All of my admins, everybody, they just have slowly, I have been over the course of the last, like, I think year, been slowly collecting, you know, like a very organic group of people that I surround myself with, and that like watch my shit all the time. And it's like, it's organic. Like, I haven't gone viral, so like I have 20,000 followers, you know. Granted, there's a lot of haters and just people who want to like watch the train wreck, but like those people are actually the like most important people to me, because if those people who start out like hating and being trolly and stuff like that, if they watch my content, if they watch my live stream long enough, they're not going to be able to help themselves but like hear my voice in their head somewhere along the line, you know what I mean? Like it's, you just can't help it. And so, sure, hate watch me all you want, babes, because I know that I will have a positive effect on you, and eventually you'll realize that I'm not a bad person like you think I am. So, someone just commented today on my Facebook how I threw a tablet at my child and yell at him all day. I don't remember throwing a tablet at him. You know? I don't recall ever throwing a tablet at him. Probably I was like tossing a tablet to him or something, and they literally edited it, you know what I mean, to make it look like I threw a tablet at him. Like piece the pieces together. Well, Jason, I don't want to have a commune. I don't like that anyway. I don't want to be in someone's business. What I want is like an Amish community without the like harsh religious like restrictions, you know? But I want that idea of community where... What in the fuck is my house shaking for? I'm gonna do it while I'm paying attention. The dog looks freaked out too. But yeah, I understand that, like, and I have actually people who like are part of my my channel members now, who started out hearing about me from a troll page, and they watched like videos, hate page videos or whatever. I don't know, because I don't want to know any of, I don't care about any of those fucking haters or whatever online. So I have no idea where it actually came from, but you know, someone talking shit and like presenting lies to the public, and it just led a bunch of people to my content. Dude, I was able to monetize my content because of haters online. Thank you. You know? Thank you. You got me over the hump, babes. And I like totally am grateful for that. They made it possible for me to literally, they got me the hours, or the watch hours that I needed on my content, so that I could do the thing, and I was good to go. Pretty stoked. Yeah, I monetized their hate. And the funny thing is that like the thing is that either they're lying, or they're twisting facts. That's literally the sum of it all. That's just what they do, you know, because like there are people who are the kind of people who would be willing to try to like go in real life and call CPS on me, and like go and try to contact her. Like they went and contacted her. Okay, how weird is that? How did you even find her? That's like the most weird part. I had fucking the county, I just had recently had the water fucking people called on me again. It's just like, why? I'm not doing anything. Leave me the fuck alone. It's just constant. They're calling all kinds of like government. They're literally wasting the government's time. And the fucked up thing is that they're allowed to be, the government is allowing themselves to be used as a weapon. And it doesn't make any sense that this is allowed to continue, you know? Especially like when there's a report made about one person over and over and over again. Just like, come on, get a clue. No, people are fucking creepy on the internet. But you know what? It's a part of it, and I am 100% convinced that I'll be perfectly safe. I feel less safe being on this land, owning this property, than I've ever felt in my entire life. When I'm on the road, I don't feel scared at all because I have no address. You know what I mean? You can't find me. Five times a day, Marcio. You want to know the ironic thing is that people with dreadlocks, who have like smelly dreadlocks, you want to know why they get smelly dreadlocks? Because they wash their hair too much. Isn't that ironic? Because you can't have them wet so much. Did you know that dreadlocks, or that lice actually are more attracted to clean hair than greasy hair? I'm grateful for the path that I've been on, because like, here's the thing, right? I only care about being able to get by. I don't need to be rich, like for myself, my own personal needs. Like the only reason I want more money is because I want to have my needs met so that I can actually help other people. If I'm always trying to meet my own needs, I can't be as helpful for others. That's why getting the motorhome is such a great idea, because I can travel to other people who need help. And I was also thinking today, that maybe I should see if anybody has like a grandpa or a grandma who has land that, you know, they're struggling to like maintain by themselves, and I could go and like help them. Or maybe they have animals they need help with. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the communities or the people who are forgotten, you know, about everyone else. Like single moms are really forgotten. Like no one cares about the actual children as much as like they should. We're exposing our children to entirely too much, entirely too soon, and it's going to have a very, very negative effect on the next generation. And so I think it is imperative that there is a place outside, away from that, you know, that they can be free from any type of creepy bullshit. Oh my god, that chicken, doesn't it sound like screaming from like a mile away? I literally say this all the time. I don't even hear it anymore. It's my chicken. It's my fucking chicken outside the window. She's a lunatic. It's a female. It's not even a male. The males are going off right now too. But there's a female that literally just goes... Fucking chicken. Nah, I can't kill anything. Well, I have to say that I am colored shocked. Color me shocked. I hate the feeling when chapstick gets too far. When it melts off your lips, it drives me nuts. Yeah, Noodle was well overdue and I couldn't kill him. So I think I'm gonna go, it's getting warm. I'm gonna get the fans over here situated, and I'm gonna lay down in bed. I think I'm gonna close my eyes and go to sleep, and I'm gonna have like some relaxing me time, because I haven't really had any time to kind of process everything that's like happened. I just like was brushing my dog, telling you guys about it. So I'm gonna go deal with all that, and then I will I don't know, I'll probably not be live tomorrow because I have to go pick up my kiddo. So I probably won't go live. Although I could probably go live and listen to an audiobook if I don't monetize my live stream. If I turn monetization off, I could probably listen to like a good audiobook and just like set the camera somewhere else. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Good night. I'm literally getting super sleepy. What time is it? It's only 5:30. I'm dehydrated. My head is bothering me. And there's something here bothering me too. I think I might be having a pimple brew. Oh yeah, that's what it is. I thought maybe I had a swollen gland or something. Okay. See you later, y'alls. I'll see you tomorrow's or the next day. We'll